Hello my friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Solaris, and today we're talking about characters that how I feel about characters in the roster. Guilty Gear Strive has a lot of characters now. The game has been out for a good while, and I've always wanted to make a video like this, so yeah, I'm giving my 2 cents that very few people have asked for, but hey, I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to make this video for a while now, so let's just go over the tiers really quickly. First we got Love You. If I see your character in the tower, best believe I'm running over there immediately to try to play you. I very rarely have a bad time against these characters. Then we have Good in my book, just characters that I really enjoy playing against. They might have a few things that are kind of like, kind of annoying, but for the majority, it's like, yeah, love playing against you guys. Then we got Not Bad. Could be better, could be worse. If I see you, probably like, sure, why not? Then we have If I Have To. These are basically characters for when you're playing the game at 3 in the morning. And you're like, man, it's only me and you, buddy, so I guess we're running this set for a couple minutes. And then the last tier, we have Smiling Wojak. You know, as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, so I think you can infer what this means. So let's just jump straight into the first character. And I'm saying this as a Asuka main. I made Millia at the beginning. Then I mained Baiken when she released, and then I've been playing Asuka for the past 2 years, so this is really skewed more towards Asuka than anything, but I have experience in playing normal characters, so I'm going to factor that into my decision making as well. So Axel players, you're not automatically going down to the bottom tier. Hey! But let's go ahead and get straight into it. And speaking of Axel, we have what I like, or who I like to call Mini Axel, aka Bridget. As a normal character, Bridget, she's alright. Not terrible. She's a mix-up character with low HP, but when I'm playing Asuka, on the other hand, Bridget just immediately makes me cry. Till this day, I still don't know how I'm supposed to win that matchup. Skill issue, most likely, but just not a big fan of fighting her as Asuka. As a normal character, she's alright. I'll put her in the If I Have To for now. She's kind of like at the top because, like I said, I'm trying to base this off of me playing normal characters as well. If I'm playing a normal character, she's probably Not Bad, so she could be either or. Next up, we have Abba. Abba's a weird one for me. Now, as an Asuka player, when Abba first released, I was like, oh hey, a free win. Now though, Abba mains have gotten better at the game, and personally, I don't really like the type of characters that can come back from basically like 10 HP. You know, characters that have a certain quirk where, you know, they might be losing the entire time, and then one thing happens or they get that hit on you, and then they just go to town, and then you feel robbed, or at least I feel robbed. So yeah, for that, I'm gonna have to put her in, I'll put her in Not Bad. I'm a little iffy on her. If there was another tier in between these, she'd probably be there. If there are more characters like that, she'd probably gonna go in that tier, but for now I'll just put her in Not Bad. Elphelt. Now this is a character a lot of people despise. Like everywhere I see is just Elphelt hate, and I mean it is pretty justified. She's pretty much the easiest character in the game. Good normals. She has a 33 mix up because she has a high low at basically the same speed that could also go into a grab, and all you gotta do is just quarter circles, and there's really not much you can do unless you have a DP. But if you don't have a DP, then you just have to hold that. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but I guess a lot of people just don't like her because of how easy she is to play. Now, I have played Elphelt before, To be honest, I only really played her because those days where I don't want to play Asuka, I just wanted to pick up the easiest rushdown character in the game. But she is also really cute, so that's a big weakness I have. So, but even when I'm playing against her, I'll put her in. She's either not bad or good in my book. I'll put her in good in my book. I know because I play her, the bias is coming through, but hey, this is my tier list, alright? I can do what I want. She's good in my book, so let's just move on. Slayer, I'm gonna be real. I stopped playing the game and took my hiatus when Slayer came out. I have not labbed basically anything on Slayer. I tried going into training mode. He's just... If you play as Slayer, you're getting dodged. I'm sorry. I watched a video on what you're supposed to do against him, and I kind of got the gist of it, but I just never feel like I'm winning against him. Like, I feel like Slayer is the one character in the game where he just hits you once, and then it's just shake my hand. I'm sure that if I learned the counterplay tool, he'd be better, but I just don't want to. I'm sorry, Slayer mains, but nah. Bedman is good in my book. Very rare that I even find Bedman, even though I feel like they have been getting more popular recently. The matchup against them is kind of weird playing Asuka, and their offense does last for a freaking eternity. Well, I guess I can't talk as an Asuka main, but still, their offense does last for a long time. But I really don't have a problem with them. Not really much else to say, to be honest, but I appreciate a Bedman player. Chaos. If this was season 2, if this was peak Chaos, he'd be right here. Just imagine I could put him right here. This is where he'd be at. But after he got nerfed, and remember, like I said, I played normal characters as well. Chaos is as the Asuka player, like, it felt okay playing against him before the nerfs, but after Asuka getting nerfed, I feel so much weaker now. I'll put him in if I have to, unfortunately. His design, he's cool when he starts mixing you up, but when he has you full screen and it's just dash blocking, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. When I was playing Millia, though, it was fun to just basically ignore all that and just spam jumping, but yeah, I like it when they get up close, but the dash blocking just gets really tiresome after a while, so yeah. Baiken, I wanted to say love you because I used to main her, but I just can't. I don't know why. I don't have a problem with her, but I really can't tell you guys why. I just feel like she doesn't deserve it for some reason. I mean, the Baiken Asuka matchup, I do feel is one of, if not the only favorable Asuka matchup. So, I mean, that's something, but I'll just put her here for now. This isn't ordered, by the way. Maybe I'll order it at the end, but I don't know. I don't really feel strongly about Baiken. I love when I used to play her, and I did try to play her again recently, but she has a lot of tech and stuff that you have to learn with the mix-ups, and that's a lot of work for what I'm trying to do right now. So I'll just put her here for now. I'm sorry, Baiken mains, but yeah, I'm just sorry. Venom. My first match getting back into Celestial when I first got the challenge was against a gold or Venom player who completely destroyed me, so there's that. But Venom, he barely makes it here. It's just the fact that he's just so boring. Like, I played, like, every Venom I play, I'm just dash blocking. I'm trying to get past his projectiles, but the thing is, he does no damage. So I'm just sitting there blocking, taking mix-ups, and then it's just loop and looping and looping and looping. I just fall asleep whenever I'm playing against him. He's cool. Like, I think the idea of his character is really, really nice. The fact that he's using a ping pong or whatever weapon he used, I can't think of it top of my head, but yeah, I like his design, but his gameplay is just a snooze fest. I'm sorry. Maybe if I go look at some top tier Venom gameplay, I'll change my mind, but I just haven't seen it personally. Anji. Ooh, this is a hard one. I'm gonna put him. You know what? Nah, I'll just put him here. Hey, I like Anji, to be honest with you. I really do. I don't want to say he's boring, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's really been any new development with him over the years. Fujin has been changed so many times, but he's still Fujin. Spin is Spin. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about him. He's all right. I like playing against him, but I feel like to get that love you tier is I gotta make that a little hard to get. All right, I can't be handed out like candy. So for now, he's going over here. Dizzy. I'm so disappointed in Dizzy. I wanted to main her, but she's just so boring in this game. Nothing like Rev 2. And I haven't played Rev 2 for long, but just comparing that Dizzy to Strive Dizzy, like, how they talk about how certain characters get strived or strivification of characters? I think Dizzy is one of the worst cases of just a completely different character that I really wanted to play, but she's also just really boring. I'll put her in if I have to. Hopefully she gets buffed. Hopefully, well, she won't be getting a new move anytime soon, but I just hope that they give her something to kind of resemble that old Dizzy, because right now it's just really boring, unfortunately. Soul is not bad. He's pretty fun. I like, he's just pure rush down. You know what he wants to do. Really televised and with pretty clear counterplay. But he does change almost every major patch though. Like his combo routes changed. Yeah, I think Soul is one of the most changed characters throughout the game, which is really surprising. I wish he had Dragon install, like Kai's Dragon install. But yeah, he could also be good. Actually, I'll put him up here. He's good. I like him. Yeah, Soul is a really fun character. I like playing against him. Unfortunately, he is the cause of a lot of Asuka TODs, so he gets a down. My bad. He gets points taken off for that. I take that personally. Mr. Perfect, Johnny. Bro. Johnny, where do you belong? Okay, as an Asuka player, he would be down here immediately, but when I play against him as a normal character, nah, he's still down here. I'm sorry, this character is just... he's so annoying. Mr. Fighter, like, shut up. I'm sorry. It's like, god dang, you just Mr. Fighter 50,000 times. His design is really cool, to be honest. I do like how he looks, but just hearing Misfinder so many times in the match, if them giving him that counter hit, Misfinder, is cringe. I'm sorry, but yeah, Johnny, I'm sorry, bro. Axel. Now y'all, like I said, normal character. Now you'd think that I would immediately put him down here, but nah, he's a if I have to be honest. I'm never really excited. I think besides Millia, every character I've played or at least tried to play is not, it has a hard time against Axel. Now, I mean, he's a zoner. I play zoners, but yeah, He does get cool points though. If this was like a aura tier list, if this was a how much I like them aesthetically, oh he'd be up here. Like he has time stop powers, but this is just based off of gameplay, so he's going down here unfortunately. Chipp is, I'll put him in not bad. He's spoilers. Him and Millia, they're gonna be very similar in how I described them, but the jumping is just jumping is just crazy. Like the Chipps will just jump in the air, triple jump, alpha blade, and it's like, bro, please come down to the ground. The Chipp versus Millia matchup is really fun though, because I could actually go up there with them. If I was speaking this as a Millia player, he'd probably be up here, but as a Asuka player and just in general, he's pretty annoying. His tightrope move is really cool though. Now Faust. Now my friend knows I hate item characters. He knows I hate item characters, but Faust, I ain't gonna lie. I hate item characters, but I can't hate Faust. He's really cool. It feels, I never met like a negative Faust player. They all always seem very chill people, and it's always something new when I fight them. I think that's a big thing that I'm on, is I like experiencing something new. Like most of the Faust I play don't play the same. It's always a new match. I gotta think on my toes. Even though I hate many Fausts, that thing is a freaking demon. That should not be a thing. But other than that, I mean, does anybody truly hate Faust? Like, you can't hate this guy. I think he's a great character. I love playing against him. Geo is immediately going into not bad. She's probably, besides Elphelt, like the blandest character in the game. Just strike, throw, no real mix-ups. I really do not have anything to say on this character. Thankfully, she's rare. Like, not thankfully in terms of she's so strong, but there's just so many more characters I'd rather play against than her, so yeah. Kai. You know, I gotta give Kai main some respect. Out of all the characters, out of all the playstyles you could play in the game, you play Kai. Like that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I just feel like he would get so stale after a while, but he does reward fundamentals like any Shoto character. So I'm honestly impressed that these Kai players be sticking with them, and it's always high level Kais. They feel like they never switch from them. Anyway, he'll be going and good in my book, right next to Soul, as it should be. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Leo, if this was before the DP changes, he would immediately go down here. But now that got changed, he'll be in. He's not bad. His mix is pretty strong, but generally don't really have a bad time against him. I'd rather fight someone else, but if he's there, why not? Mei, is it just me or has Mei become more rare? Like, I don't see Mei players anymore. What happened? Now you'd probably think she'd go down here or down here, but I'm sorry, guys. I just love how energetic Mei players are. They're always doing something. I feel like Mei players they just keep moving forward. Like, it's not annoying like Chipp and Millia, because yeah, they jump a lot, but they're just always running forward. It's hard for me to describe. She's strong. She does a lot of damage, and at least I know the majority of the time if I get hit by Mei, I might as well just put down my controller because I'm most likely dead. But maybe it's the lack of Mei's. I don't know. I think I've come around to this character over the years. She's acceptable in my book. Millia, and I'm saying this as a former Millia main, someone who played her back in season 1. I hate Millia. I used to defend her so much. I used to have back on my old streams before I had the face cap, I had the Millia. I had like some Millia artwork that I really like. I think she's really cool. Like I like her aesthetically, but God, Millia mains have become insufferable. Just jumping. They're worse than Chipp mains. Like they're worse than Chipp. And the thing is like you're trying to stop her, but then they ended up buffing Capel, so anti-airing her is nearly impossible these days. It's just more so a headache. She's literally just a fly. I'm finally understanding the Millia hate. I'm sorry, and I'm saying this as a Millia main who's defended her, who's liked her, but the jumping has gotta stop, man. I'd even be tempted to put her down here, but my patience is just, it's worn thin over the years. Millia's, please stop jumping. I speak for everyone in the community. Please stop jumping. Thank you. Nago, he's just an automatic love you because he's such a cool design character. He's skillful. Like, okay, I know that's a hot take. A lot of people say Nago doesn't take skill. If you could basically lose the match because of you mismanaged your resources, you know, as an Asuka player, I automatically have to respect that. But Nagos are always chill. I've very rarely met a toxic Nago player. Like maybe once or twice, but every Nago has been chill. They know their character is good. I rarely see Nago down players. And it does take time to get good with this guy. So they have my respect. He has an awesome character design. The mix-ups that they gave him with Beyblade Low and Shizuru Yuki was baffling. I'll say that at least. But regardless of those, I'd still love him. He'd be basically at the top of this list. Potemkin. You know, I've after getting more involved with the community, the majority of people I know are Potemkin players, so I'm sorry that I have to do this to you guys. You'd be back here. You'd be chaos level if I could put you there, but no. Well, chaos, you know, before he got nerfed. But for now, you guys are going here as Asuka. I'm dodging that matchup. I mean, I'm playing, like, when I say I'm dodging matchups, I mean, like, you know, just in a joking way. Like, if I see a Potemkin versus any other character in the roster, I'm not playing you. And I think I love watching Potemkin. His character design is fantastic. One of my favorites in the game. But as an Asuka player, I hate them. Flick being buffed the way it did was ridiculous. Having armor on this many moves is ridiculous. He's like Abba, but he doesn't have to be low HP to just steal the round from you. I hate grapplers. As I'm sure the majority of people do. I hate all grapplers. I hate that Garuda is not physical strike anymore, so FDing only exists to make you not take chip damage and a hella amount of wrist damage. If this was a watching, like, do I enjoy watching these characters, which I might make that into a video now that I think about it. That's a pretty good video idea. But in terms of playing against, just no. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love you guys. I play Potemkin. You guys are mostly chill, but your character gives me a headache every time, especially after them buffs. Hey, but don't worry though, because Ramlethal, she's going here too. Ram, I just accept the match is over. Ram is like my kryptonite in this game. I tried to play her like at the very beginning, but I'm sorry. She's just not a very interesting character to me. It is kind of interesting how they transitioned her from a basically strike throw character, cranking up your wrist gauge, to now being a mix-up character. But them giving her those guard crushes and the fact they fixed her weakness of not having mid-screen combos just made me hate her even more. Ram is like, she'd be off the screen right now, alright? Ram players, I don't like her. I don't even want to say I'm sorry. I just if you beat me with Ram, odds are you got me salty because I just don't like this character. Zato is an instant. He's either before Nago or first. Not only can you not respect these guys for how difficult Zato is to play, but look at his design. He has a peak design. It's barely changed over the years. That's how good his design is. Whenever I see a Zato, now the thing is though, I should actually put them down here because he should be with his girlfriend Millia. They don't stop jumping. They do not freaking stop jumping, staying in the air while, especially before flight was nerfed, Zatos would just stay in the air and then stall out until Eddie came back. But yeah, as it is, still I think he's a great character. I loved how creative you can be with him. This is just a no-brainer, to be honest. Buff Zato. Goldlewis. I'm still traumatized from season 3 Goldlewis. Indestructible drone, white wild assault. Goldlewis, you would be Ram level right now. You'd be back here. I can't. He's better now though. I'll say in season 4 he's not as terrible, but Guard Crush is such a toxic mechanic in the first place, and the fact that his character is entirely built off of that and how he will basically delete you if he gets a counter hit past 50 meter and does full behemoth, whatever that super is called, not down the system. Is it? I play with Japanese voices, so I forget the name of the moves, but yeah, Goldlewis is just an instant. It makes me cry. Testament, not bad. Tried playing Testament at one point. Didn't really like play style. Don't really have much to say about them. They're alright. Jacko. This is a hard one. I barely even play against these guys, so I'll just put her here. I don't really have much to say about her. Her whole gimmick is, raising up that risk gauge to just destroy you when she opens you up eventually. I heard in the past games Jacko was pretty hated. I did see a little bit of the gameplay, but not too much of it. My bad. She's alright. Unika, for being as new as she is and as being basically a Unika main now as well, because I am currently learning her. She is pretty toxic though. She has that -3 stun dipper. Her DP reaches insanely far. She's right here. She's not bad. There's more enjoyable characters to fight, but she's okay. Sin, he's good in my book. Right next to his dad. Don't really got much to say about him. Sin is pretty... I don't know. Sin doesn't really do anything that's crazy to me. I know he's good now, but doesn't really have anything to really for me to talk about. I wish I had more for you guys, but hey, at least they're up here, right? Eno. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. I'm sorry. I love how she looks. I really do. I like watching Eno. I think that's the problem with fighting games. You love watching it, but then when you actually play it, you experience, what you're going through. And, I just hate guessing wrong. I hate being in the vortex, which is not in my favor for the most part. And then when you face the cracked Eno players, the fact that we don't have replay takeover for me to at least attempt to figure out what happened to me is a shame. I'm sorry. It's just not my cup of tea. I just don't like getting mixed over and over again. Here we have Asuka. Now you probably know where he's going, right? Where is he gonna go? Where is he gonna go? Hey, at least I ended the video. At least I ended the video talking to put my old character this low, alright? I'll be honest. I see why people don't like playing Asuka. If you fight against a good Asuka, you will just be blocking the majority of the time. Like, who else did I say that about? Who did I say that you'd be blocking for so long against? Oh, it was Bedman. That's who I said about. Their block strings are basically the same in terms of length, but man, Asuka, especially when you play the mirror, like, it's so annoying having to look at the other Asuka player's hand while I'm over here trying to do my stuff. I gotta look at their hand, see what they got. Do they have teleport? Do they have arpeggio? Do they have super? What buffs do they have active? What stats are on the screen? It's a lot to look at. And then when I'm playing a normal character, it feels like Asuka, it just keep running from me. I mean, I get it. And 2D is a very annoying move. When I use it, you know, I get counter hit 50,000 times. But when my opponents use it, of course, they get the knockdown on me and then start doing Asuka things. But if this was the mirror match, he'd probably be up here in terms of if I have to. But as playing a normal character, he'd probably be not bad. So I'll just put him over here. Like I said, this isn't ordered. Do I want to order this though really quickly? Is there anyone that I know deserves to be higher? Do I really like Nago over Zato? Nah, I put Zato higher actually. I'll put Zato higher. Yeah, this looks fine. Good in my book. I probably put Soul at the top of here. Put Kai probably somewhere in the middle. This is fine. Basically Soul is at the top. Everyone else can just go wherever. In terms of not bad, I probably put Testament. And then probably Unika up here. Well, let me put it like right here. Geo goes in the back. Abba goes in the back. Chipp. Yeah, that's fine for now. If I have to, Millia goes back here. Chaos goes in front of Bridget. And then Crying, Smiley, Crying. Who do I like out of my most hated character? Ito goes up here. I'll say that for sure. Ram. Is Ram my most hated character in the game? Yes. Then it's Goldlewis. I put Pot definitely before. Did I put Johnny? Like, I think that's how it goes. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this list. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of anger, but remember, obviously, if I'm talking about your character, this just has nothing to do with you as a person or as a player. I just have my own opinions about character designs and who I like to fight, of course. So yeah, I'd say this is the finished list. Let me know what you guys think about it and what your personal rankings would be. And maybe I'll do like another tier list in terms of who do I like watching. Now, there'd be a whole different rankings in terms of that. And then maybe who I'd place off of design wise. I think that'd be another good tier list idea. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Please like and subscribe if you want to help support the channel, and let me know what type of videos you guys like in the future. And with that, take care, and I will see you next time. Have a good day.